Now's the time to find that highway, making real the things we heard. The life of the yogi is something to sing about. Day by day we think about all we are doing and where we are going and who we are. The life of the yogi is something to celebrate. Takes us high and makes us great, bound on a journey that takes us beyond this time. Seeking healing, finding revealing. On and on this story goes. Each alone and all together. We're all friends just going home. The life of a yogi is something to sing about. Day by day we think about all we are doing and where we are going and who we are. The life of a yogi is something to celebrate. Takes us high and makes us great, bound on a journey that takes us beyond this time. Loving, dreaming, working, feeling, sailing to a better world. Now's the time to find that highway, making real the things we've heard. The life of a yogi is something to sing about. Day by day we think about all we are doing and where we are going and who we are. The life of a yogi is something to celebrate. Takes us high and makes us great, bound on a journey that takes us beyond this time.
Angels are now here with the Supreme Angel. Angels are aware of the Supreme Friend, Supreme Teacher, Supreme Guide. They are aware of the task. The angels are like rivers. They are the Ganges of knowledge, coming to meet the ocean of knowledge. This is a wonderful meeting of the rivers of knowledge, the souls, with the ocean of knowledge, God. Each river is coming with so much history. When all are merged into the ocean, everything else is forgotten. All are one. You cannot compare one river to another. This is a beautiful meeting of the angels with the ocean. Souls are the rivers. What is this water? What is the water of the river? What is the water of the ocean? We do not hear you. It's a silent meeting of the angels. This silent understanding of each other. Now the rivers are coming to the ocean and they are bringing their gifts to the ocean. It is the river, the one that can now meet the ocean. And when they meet the ocean, they change from flowing water into steady water. They become completely merged into the ocean. Now it is a time to build a dam on the waters of the river. Stop from whatever you are doing and accumulate the water. Accumulate the water of knowledge. Accumulate whatever has been understood and what has been practiced. Stop from everything else. What is it that we have to stop? What is it that we need to start? How do we accumulate this power?
The river is the self, and the images that are being used are very helpful. And the images are created in the mind, but they show to us, they direct the attention, the most intimate power of the self, to the self. And the self is no other but a godlike being. Baba is a being, the self is a being, and being means qualities. And when the river meets the ocean and becomes one with the ocean, it is when the soul, the self, is able to see the qualities, to experience the qualities that always is. And they're the same qualities with Baba. So when the qualities are experienced in an unadulterated way, there is no more power than this to draw, to keep the attention towards the self rather than the ego mind. The ego mind sees separations, sees I and you, but the self is absorbed in the experiences of truth. And there is no other interest except remaining the embodiment of these divine qualities. So the qualities are love. The water of the river is love. In love, you don't compare, you don't separate. You feel like you're one. You experience happiness and then you just want to share. There's a natural sharing of these highest qualities without any sense of I and you. The rivers have merged in the ocean. And they feel one with the ocean and one with each other. But for this, one has to put a stop and start a beginning. But where does this stop and starting happen? In the ego mind. The ego mind, based on the rule, knows beginnings and end. So using the knowledge, we understand that the self identifies with all these beginnings and end. But now we see that the self is the one who is constant, does not have beginning and end, but can see the games of the mind that starts something, finishes something. And when we say we put a stop to the identification with all these stories of the mind, that they all have a beginning and end. They come and go on their own. So I don't need to try to stop them, but I just need clarity to see that I am the one that does not have any beginning, any end. And by focusing on the self, the games of the mind that come with different stories start becoming less and less until they don't have any reason to exist, since they're not able to get the attention anymore. So they shrink, they disappear. So just by seeing the self, and being the embodiment of the self, the mind is conquered.
Now build this dam on the river. Stop from identifying yourself with everything that you are not, and accumulate. Accumulate the water. Build a dam for the rivers where they are meeting the ocean. All rivers together. When the water is full, then power is released automatically. The fall of the water releases a great power, natural, effortless. This power transforms the water into current. The water can be slow. The water can become muddy. It can flood. It can get wasted. The current is very fast. The current can reach anywhere in a second. What is a current? That the rivers can release together.
And confusion is removed, and this is possible to happen in an easy way and fast. Because the total clarity, the capability of seeing everything for what it is always within the soul. It needs to be nurtured. So with this clarity, one sees the highest, which is the normal, the highest potential of the self. We say highest because we now have these opposites, highest and medium and lower and lowest. But the self is just the highest. But when confusion comes in, we don't see it. So when we see it, there is an instant experience of the divine being that we are. And the essence of the self emerges naturally, constantly. So the way is clarity and having this certainty that clarity is within the self now. and just being the self is the current that instantly allows the divine qualities to emerge in a very powerful way, in a very effective way. The results are fast, most powerful, like of a current for the self and for everyone.
This current of the angels, the current of being soul conscious, angel conscious, God-like conscious. It is going to reach out to everyone. The current cannot be stopped. It reaches every human soul, irrespective of their religion, of their occupation, irrespective of their country and place and time. It is unstoppable. How is that? How is the current of the angels reaching out to each and every human soul to awaken them and to restore their original nature?
Any living being of the same family, of the same nature, even in the kingdom of animals, and to some extent to broader expressions of life, might be even the plants. They have their own common features and way of communicating. The birds will connect with the birds. Naturally, this is where their attention is. And this is what they grasp with their senses, whatever they are. We're used to the family of human beings. We're used to communicating through the bodies, through the senses, in different ways, but through this material world. But we are souls, we are angels. And when one angel wakes up, he can see the other sleeping angels. This is his reality, the angels. And angels have their own way of speaking through silence, through the qualities of truth. So when they wake up, naturally they see their family and they naturally use the way of connecting, which is so different than the one of the material physical world. This is the language of silence, but this silence has the highest feelings. Divine, angelic feelings. But for an angel, this is natural, to be this and to express himself through this. And this is what the sleeping angels will be able to hear. This is the most powerful way to connect. Members of the same godly family. They can understand each other. So this current of love, this current of joy will wake up the others who think that they are bodies meant to experience sorrow or lower feelings. So it is just by being the self and expressing the love, this will reach others fast in their heart. This current will reach the heart.
This current is unstoppable. Now build the dam, accumulate the water, and release the current that reaches out to all human souls and nature and the kingdom of animals. It is unstoppable. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Anna. We meet again tomorrow at the same time for the Angelic Consciousness series. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.